Our next presenter, Tiffany Lowe, serves as the Director for Campus Living and Learning at Baylor University. Over her 18-year tenure in the field, Tiffany has worked at Elon University, Vanderbilt University, the Washington, D.C. Center for Internships and Academic Seminars, and Appalachian State University. Tiffany has a passion for inclusion, mentoring, and team development. When she is not at work, she loves cooking and baking, discovering new music, and hosting gatherings. Please join us in welcoming Tiffany Lowe to the stage as she speaks about survival.
I wanted to talk about survival today because it seems like this is an ongoing theme and more prevalent in conversations I have with friends and colleagues. You know, this word is something that we use to describe our day, our week, sometimes an entire semester. But it seems like there's this shame attached to it, right? Oh, I'm barely surviving. I think I can do this, but I'm surviving maybe, and it's really embarrassing. But why is that? Why do we see surviving as a negative in our lives? What do we think we're supposed to be doing, and is it a reasonable expectation? Everywhere I look, I see messaging that tells me I should be thriving, not surviving, not just surviving. But everyone else is doing it. Why can't you live a fulfilled life? You need to try harder. You can thrive, don't just survive. What does that even mean? I mean, I get it. I know what it means. But what's the real message here? You know, as a director of a department and a mother of small children and someone who can sometimes remember to close the garage door when I'm leaving in the morning, I've learned that sometimes survival is as good as it gets. And that's okay. It's not like I'm living a lesser life. It doesn't mean I've settled. It means that right now, if I can get my kids' dinner on the table, I can answer my work emails, and I can keep my dogs from escaping into the backyard, or actually the neighbor's backyard, then that's a good day. Add some vegetables and a trip to the gym, and it's a bonus. The truth is, everyone rides the struggle bus at some time in life, right? It's maybe for a few weeks, a few months. It might be a few years, and for some, it may feel like your main mode of transportation. But the point is, we all experience a challenge in our lives. It may be that you've been thrown into a new job, or maybe you are ill, or you have a loved one, you're losing a loved one, or your partner's going through a difficult time. Maybe you're going through a divorce, you have a new boss. All of these things happen in life, and sometimes the best we can do is survive. Better yet, the best we can do is to survive and do so without shame. We don't need to feel the shame for it. We don't need to feel that we're doing something less than this undetermined level of thriving. Even though it appears that others really do it with ease. I don't know about you all, but on Instagram, my friends seem to be killing it every day. So about me, you should know, over the years I've learned my best and worst quality is that I'm a perfectionist. So if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right, or at least close. And if not, it's almost paralyzing. I find myself just avoiding it. I don't want to do it. And I realize that makes zero sense. I do, because I'm not perfect and neither is my work. But it's still something about the way I'm wired. I know that it's impossible, but I have to try. I don't even expect perfection from other people. I just expect it from myself. It remains my default setting. So I have to put myself in check, or I have to surround myself with people like my staff who are going to keep me in check sometimes. And I have to manage the expectations I've set for myself. It's just healthier for me and healthier really for everyone around me. We all know there's real life and there's social media, right? I won't tell you which of those is mine. But we can tell our students, don't fall into this life, this black hole of comparison. Don't do that. And we say it while we're doing it. So, you know, the images we see online, they stay with us. They affect us, even though we know the difference. Why isn't my house always clean? Why don't I do wonderful activities for my children? Why don't I buy organic sunscreen? I haven't read any of the books that all these people are reading. They're so proud of themselves, and I have a whole shelf full. These are the things, but they don't have to be. We can keep asking ourselves these questions, but we also have to know that doing our best is really okay for now. Survival is not failure. It's simply a season in our lives. So we have to figure out, how do we do this? How do we survive with success and not with shame? Well, first, we let go of perfection. It's impossible anyway. So we manage our expectations, right, every day, of our staff, of our students, maybe supervisors, and perhaps we now need to manage our own of ourselves. And giving ourselves grace in this way is a game changer. And we need to make attainable, reasonable goals for ourselves. So if you like a big to-do list, make it. But then tell yourself you're not going to get it all done at once. You're not going to get it all done today. You choose what you'll do, and at the end of the day, it's still a win. And then finally, I think you need to clear your mind, right? This idea that the questions and the never-ending tasks, they just become this noise in your mind, and they only multiply. So take a break, get it all out of your head, write it down if you need to, and then walk away. Take 10 minutes to breathe. Think of it as minimalism for your mind. And last, I think you should lean into your community, whether that's your partner or your church or your family or whatever that community looks like. It can feel so lonely when you're trying to survive, and it doesn't have to. You can lean into those people to give you support and to give you those hard truths when you need them. Surviving these difficult times in our lives is an achievement. It's something all of us go through at some point or more than one point in life. And when we choose it and we do so mindfully, then we control that a little bit. We're not settling, we're surviving. And we can take on a mountain of challenges. That's not to say we shouldn't seek to thrive. Of course, we should. But when you're trying to remember to brush your teeth every day, it may not be a reasonable expectation. So, instead of pushing so hard all the time, even when you're running on empty, in those seasons, choose survival. It's okay to embrace it.